Okay, Amy, before we move on to the floor for some stretches and massage that I'm going to show you with the whole body vibration, I want to really go over breathing, because I think people working at an office and utilizing this, it's really important to get that breath going, and you can spend your whole time just practicing breath in a slow movement on here. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then we'll do a few stretches for the low back and back and up through the spinal cord before you head onto the floor. All right, so let's talk about breath for a moment, and you can hold on or let go however you want. How's this speed feel for you?
Great.
Good? Okay, so with that same good alignment that we talked about, I want you to inhale through your nose, and I want you to visualize that you're filling up your abdominals from the low part, deep in the abdominals, and that you're filling up and it climbs up almost like an elevator going up all the way up into your chest. So the chest stays down. A lot of people will inhale just into their neck or their chest. I want you to inhale through your nose and begin at the lower abdominals and fill up the diaphragm deep and let that oxygen come all the way up. And then on your exhale through your mouth, you're going to exhale slow, pull the abdominals in on your exhale. So inhale through your nose. If you want to bring your arms up as you do it, you can. Bringing some movement into it. Big breath. So I want you to inhale as long and as deep as you can. Breathing in, and when you're ready, you're going to exhale through your mouth, and you're exhaling and all the way deep. So you're engaging those abs. Go ahead and do it again. So big deep breaths in, and when you're ready, exhale and you pull the abdominals in. And now, just for more relaxation breathing, you can continue that same notion of deep breath, but maybe not as much movement. And you're inhaling through the nose. That's a cleansing way to breathe, and it's a cooling down of the body way to breathe, and exhale. So a cool down is always inhaling through your nose, exhaling through the mouth. Good. Breathing. Good, and shoulders are rolled back. So just focusing in just that is a great stress reduction. What that does is it oxygenates the blood. And oxygenation is what helps just to keep disease and sickness out of the body, keeping that blood oxygenated. Deep breath does that, movement and exercise does that, drinking enough water does that, so that oxygenation is so important in the body for cells and blood. So why don't we now, I know you're familiar with this because we get to take some exercise classes together, and so I want you to take your feet and do a big crossover. And so not everyone will be comfortable with this. So again, it just works if it's something that's comfortable for you. You can hold on if you need to at any point. But what this is going to do is help stretch out through the torso and low back. Okay, and say for you were working your triceps, you just reach up here, pull that tricep, look up to the sky. You're going to lean your left hip left, pull the belly in, and then bend your body to the right. Big breaths here, abs pull in, and then just come up and reach your arms up, shoulders drop towards your hips. So the arms are tall, and as you're dropping here, you're dropping the muscles, and you're moving the muscles just like this down the back. So it's not really moving the arms, it's moving these muscles, and then drop back into that stretch just one more time. Just drop back in. So you lean the left hip left, and then bending to the right, look up to the sky, breathe, and then come up out of that. And right here, inhale and close now the feet together close. We're going to lean this now over to the right. And so your shoulders drop, but you lean and stretch like you're separating your rib and hip. This drops you into your low back. Come up and inhale, and then take it over again. Exhale. Good. How do you feel on the vibration? Good. Stay over leaning over, but just bring your arm out to the front of the vibration machine. So now you feel that drop into the left side of your spine. Bring it back and bend over, and then come up and finish that exhale out. Breathe and roll the shoulders back. So let's do the other side. So it's a big cross here. Breathing. Abs are pulling in, and you're going to come up and reach for this elbow to pull that tricep stretch. Lean to the right. Abs pull in, and then bend to the left. Inhale, arms reach up. And you're rolling the muscles down the back as we're here, and then exhale again into that stretch. How you doing?
Good.
Good, because I'm not looking at you. Okay, again, bring it up, inhale, and then bring the legs together close. Okay, this is a good stretch to just open up all the muscles. Breathing, inhale. Abs are always pulling in, and now exhale back in. And you can always grab the sides of the handles if you want. Reach that arm forward, but you're still leaning over. Good. Bring it back. and then an up and out. Roll that back. And that felt great.
Feels great in my back.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, so let's turn around, and I'm going to show you a low back stretch, just leaning over towards the back. You can step out far. Now, depending on a person's size and comfortability, you want to make that judgment of how different moves that you do on the machine. You know, nothing's ever perfect, so you got to be really careful about it, if it's moving or if it's solid. So you want to make sure your weight is even on the machine, and you're going to take it over, bending over, and your head's reaching for your feet. Relax, and this is a nice stretch in the low back. You don't even have to hang on if you don't want to. You can if you like, or you can reach way back on the handles and get a stretch through the arms. You feel that? Chest pushes towards the legs, breathing. You never want to hold a stretch too long, so you come up and inhale. Arms maybe come up and reach and stretch. Shoulders drop to your hips, abs in, and take it over one more time. You can use the handles if you'd like. Good job. Breathe. Does that feel good?
Yes.
Breathe. Come on up, inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and step off the platform. Okay, let's turn around. I'm going to have you come down onto your knees. And you're going to just bring your hands down onto the platform, laying your head on your hands. And what this movement does is it just gives the body a nice movement and stretch. What I do a lot of times is I'll lay a mat or a towel on the platform if it feels better. But for now, you just get an idea of how that feels and moves through your muscles like a massage. Does that feel good?
Feels great.
Good. If it shakes your head a little too much, you can just lift your head off your hands. Breathing. Good. Go ahead now and place just your hands on the platform. And then come up with your tailbone to the sky and your feet, your toes are up. So you're, definitely an athlete, and this might be for some people, it might not be, but this is what's called a downward dog in yoga. I know that you know what I'm speaking about. So you're going to press your heels to the floor. Your tailbone pushes to the sky and your chest presses towards the mat. So you're opening your armpits towards the platform, and you can slide your feet back a little bit too to be more of an inverted V. Good, and just drop that chest down towards the floor. So inhale back into a plank, a straight plank. Good, you know what that is. Breathing, and now exhale and press that back into a downward dog stretch through the arms. So you're really coming through the shoulders, opening up under the triceps, pressing it down. Does that feel awesome? So your heels are pushing to the floor, your tailbone to the sky, your chest to the floor, and you always want to remind yourself, drop those shoulder blades down your back. Drop those down. Take one more breath, come on up to a plank. Can you take that up to upward facing, where you come up and through and hold? Yep, does that feel good? Yeah. So see, if people are a little more advanced in their moves, you can use this for a lot of good stretch. Go back into your downward dog for your last one. Big exhale. You take an inhale here and then exhale deeper into your stretch. Big stretch down and through. When you're ready, come all the way up. Awesome, look at you, that's great. Good, and then walk your feet towards your hands. Breathing, and come up whenever you're ready. That was great, good job. You feel better, energized. A good pump it up 10 minutes, get away from the desk, come and do some movement and breathing. Awesome, thank you.